As you can see by the title, I'm going to be doing senior advice, so stay tuned.
Dice is on the beat.
Don't just pick fun classes just because they look fun and you feel like, oh, it's senior year. Yes, I understand that there's a lot of classes that you can pick your senior year because you have so much open space, but if you need classes, make sure you get in them classes. Don't just take electives just because PE is fun. Like, if you need a science and if you don't want to take it because it's hard, take a science, get help, go to tutoring, talk to your counselor, work with your teacher. Don't just get in classes that are irrelevant. Honestly, get in classes that's gonna better you. It's easy, but these payments, so make sure you are stacked up on money. Look into as many scholarships as possible, with that being academics or sports wise. You never have too much money, so get as much money as you can. Look into them, talk to your counselors. Any signs up with scholarships, do it. Fill out the applications, send them in. Everybody is not your friend. You need to go into senior year realizing that people that you walked into high school with, everyone is not your friends. Even if they are your friends, you need to be able and willing to divide yourself from them, subtract yourself. I'm not saying you have to stop talking to them, but you need to realize that you are growing up. You have to become something in life or whatever. If you don't want to be nothing, don't be nothing. But you need to realize that everyone that you came into high school with, you will not walk out of high school with. Everyone goes different ways. You need to be willing to accept this and grow and just make yourself a better person, honestly. So just be able to let go and let God, honestly, or whatever you praise. When you have the chance to study, study. Literally. Especially math class, because it does help a lot. Make sure that you are speaking up in class. If you cannot do something, or if you're struggling, it is your senior year, you don't get a redo. So make sure that you are speaking up. If you do not know how to do work or anything of the above, if you need help, like emotionally, physically, go to the counselors. Even though they can be annoying sometimes, make sure that you talk to someone. Don't just slack off your senior year. Like, I'm telling you, this is not what you want to do. If you go into senior year without any money saved up, you are going to struggle, especially if you don't have a family that like can support you as much. Like, my family can support me, but it's just like, have your money saved, because you're about to be grown. Most of you will be grown, so you can be on top of your stuff. If you have a job, you need to know how to manage your job and your school properly, because time management is gonna kick your butt in senior year if you do not manage it properly. Make sure you have all the classes you need to have to graduate, and make sure you are up on your tests, your ACT, SAT, everything, because your colleges do look at that. And if you messed up by any chance, make sure that your butt is in that counselor office. Become the counselor's best friend. Make sure you have reliable transportation. Like, know your time. This goes back to time management. If you have to walk, make sure you're up in time to walk. Don't just miss days just because you didn't want to go to school, because missing days in senior year, they will send papers for you. They will be there for you. Like, you need to be in school senior year. Coaches look at this a lot, especially if you do sports. So just make sure you're there and on time. If you are not on free lunch or whatever the case may be, if you're having trouble with money, because like I have a problem like where I just like to eat, make sure that if it's possible, you can eat the school lunch. Eat whatever you can to make sure you eat. Make sure you eat breakfast and lunch, because breakfast is the most important part of the day. And when I go without breakfast, sometimes I'm very grumpy. So make sure you get up in time to eat breakfast, and make sure you're not just going out every day just because you can go out. And make sure you eat when you can, and just stay healthy, honestly. Make sure you meet all your college deadlines. Like me, I'm a person who's very late on everything. So make sure you meet your college deadline. Make sure you have your references and all your referral letters from your teachers. And if you have to be a kiss, be that, because If you gotta be a kiss, you need to be that, because getting into your college is like it's important. Like, just be up on your stuff, honestly. Make sure you're up on your graduation stuff. Don't just slack off because it's senior year. Like, be up. Don't be a follower. You went through all these years, finish strong. One big one is senioritis. Like, I always would say, man, y'all ain't got no senioritis. Y'all just lazy. It ain't no such thing as senioritis. And I still believe that. However, sometimes I do be feeling like I got senioritis. Like, I don't want to go to school. I don't want to get up. I'm sick of doing this work. I feel like that every day. But just do all your work and just come finish, because when you finish and when you walk that stage, you're done. If you don't want to go to college, you're done. You're done. You went through all your years, and you'll be happy and you'll be so proud of yourself. So just make sure that you do all of your work on time as much as possible and just get on top of your stuff. Don't be a follower like everyone else. Make sure you graduate. Do what you need to do. It is not that hard. And if it is hard, make sure you get the help that you can get. Go to tutorings. Go to all that. People will try to knock you out your last year so much. Like, girls, boys, they want to see you fail. Like, literally. Make sure that you are on top of your stuff, not fighting, not getting suspended, not getting the ISS. Make sure you ignore as much as you can. I need to do that. And just stay on top of your stuff. It is your senior year. They are not playing with seniors. They are not playing with you. If you went through all these years and you still don't have it together, why put up with you? So just make sure that you are on top of your stuff, being grown, being almost grown, whatever you're going to be, 17, 18, and just setting examples. You are a leader. You are not underclassmen, so don't act like them. You went through that stage. It's over. Go hard. Like, it's your last year to prove yourself, impress everyone. So make sure that you are going hard in every sport, every class, on and off the court. Make sure that you are putting in 110%, 121 if you want to. Just make sure you are doing all of that, because, hey, it's your last year. Go hard or go home. High school, you really don't get a lot of time your senior year because you have to make money or whatever the case may be. So when you get a chance to spend time with your friends and family, do that. Spend time with your friends and family, because YOLO, you only live once. Do what you can. Spend time with who you can spend time with. I can't stand the counselors. Think before you do. Don't just go skipping days because you're like, oh, I'm a senior, I don't got to do anything. Think before you do. Come to school, do what you need to do, get everything done. Think before you do. All right, make sure that you have your FAFSA done. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I did take forever to do my FAFSA. Everyone has to keep reminding me. Make sure you have your FAFSA done to see how much college will get paid for you, because I understand college is like way too expensive. I don't understand why it's that expensive. But make sure you have everything done that can help you financially, your emotional health. Everything needs to be done. It is your senior year. Period poo. Period poo. Period poo. Hey, period poo. Period. Step outside your comfort zone. Get into clubs, any activities school-wise, because when we're grown, we're gonna wanna come back to high school. So BSU, I'm in a club, Black Student Union, we welcome everyone. Get in as many clubs as possible and just stay active. Enjoy your senior year. Make sure you participate in senior prank. Do something crazy. I know you've been stressing and everything, so hey, do something crazy, senior prank, anything. Do something crazy, but not too crazy to get you kicked out of school. Just setting examples for the underclass, because little do we know, but underclass really does look at all that stuff. Take practice tests as much as you can to prepare you for the ACT, whatever you are taking. Just make sure you take practice tests. Don't go into your test unprepared. Be a teenager. Stop trying to grow up so fast. I know you don't want to pay bills, so stop trying to. Be a teenager as long as you can and just finish out strong. And just be yourself. As long as you're being respectful, just be yourself. We lit grads. walk that stage. Period.